Hello adventurers and welcome back to my channel. Today we've been just hanging out at our campsite and it's been absolutely amazing. But now it's getting time for us to get together some dinner, so I thought I would share this with you. Today we're going to be making our own version of Philly cheesesteak. It's going to be a little bit different because we're going to be making them with pitas, and that way we can have a pita style wrap that's going to be delightful. We picked up all of the ingredients for this at our local Walmart with the exception of the seasoning packet, which we found at the Dollar Tree. So all these things are accessible to you no matter where you are. So let's get to chopping. So Philly cheesesteak sandwiches are really delightful, and it's something that I truly enjoy making. And I usually make these whenever I am back at my base camp, but I figured out that I could make them in my larger Ridge Monkey. So I thought I would like to see if I can make them in the deep pan also today. I'm going to be putting the ingredients together. I have some onions and peppers, which I'm going to make sure that I cut down first. I'm going to add some garlic and a little bit of butter. We're going to saute them up in this, and then I'm going to add in the meat, which doesn't take quite as long, as well as one of these little grill meat seasonings. This is really going to make it pop and bring out all of the flavors. But then we're going to be adding to it the pita. I found some pitas at Walmart, and they were just an easy way for us to have a vessel without quite as much bread, because let's face it, sometimes too much bread can make you feel very, very sleepy and overly full and not super comfortable. So we thought that that would be a good way for us to kind of have an alternative and change it up just a little bit. So we're going to be adding some provolone to the pita with the meat and also the vegetables, and it should be absolutely delightful. This shouldn't take very long. This is a pretty quick meal to fix. The hardest part is chopping everything up. So I definitely have my work cut out for me. This will be interesting. Okay, now that everything's all chopped up, it's time to start it on the stove, and I'm just gonna put it on low with a little bit of butter and a little bit of garlic inside. I think this will make it really come together and it'll start to smell phenomenal. So the goal is to cook this until the onions are translucent, and then we'll be able to add the meat. The meat we're going to add in very last because it only takes a few minutes to cook. But for the most part, it's going to be like this perfect, delightful bite that just strings along with the cheese. So now we turn it down and we let it cook for a little while, and then after it's cooked for a bit, then we're able to start loading up our wraps. So now I'm gonna cook it on high for a couple minutes just to get all the juice out of there and cook it into the meat. And then we're gonna load these pitas and it's gonna be delightful. Again, in retrospect, should have got some bigger pitas, some thicker, beefier pitas, but it's okay. You can also make this on a hoagie or on just regular bread. I would recommend that you warm up or toast those if you are using them just for that extra little bit. And something else that you can add to it is if you have access to the whiz, and you know what I'm saying, a good Philly cheesesteak definitely has the whiz. I didn't see any whiz that was worth using for these though, so we're just going with the good old provolone. It appears that the pitas that I got from Walmart are not the best. They're very thin, and so the pocket in them is very weak. So I don't know if this is gonna work out exactly. We're gonna try it though. Okay, let's check in. Oh, that's looking good. That's looking good. And now we stuff. So I went ahead and, ooh, smells so good. I went ahead and put 2 pieces of cheese in each one of these, and then I'm just going to scoop out some of the meat with this smaller spoon and insert it kind of down and then push it in really, really good. And I'll repeat this process 4 times. So this is gonna take a minute, but it's worth it. Okay guys, that's it. We've made our pitas. We're about to go and retire for the evening. As you can see, it is getting a wee bit darker, but I hope you liked this recipe. This is a simple one, adapted from something that I love in everyday life that you guys can also make. Remember not to be limited by camping. You can do a lot of things in the great outdoors that you might not think you can, but all you have to do is kind of reimagine your recipes. Find a way to cook the things you enjoy without using a traditional setup. I think this will be super handy to you guys. And remember guys, we're not here for a long time, but we are here for a good time. Till next time guys, bye. So we're currently sitting in Riley's car. I started mine already. She has already also started hers. And Riley, what do you think?
It's so good!
Is it a good adapted recipe we should make again?
Yes.
Yay!
And by we, I mean you. Yes.
So,
I don't even know what you did.
Philly cheese, pitas, and the pitas are actually holding up a little bit better than I thought they would. So all in all, not too bad.